safely, especially with the buffs on 10-13.
I think you're completely right, and I like that they've also rounded it out with an Urgot, a champion that can be very good at shredding through a lot of parts of the tankier lineup from SK, even more so. Now that they've locked the Scion in, the scaling health damage on Echoing Flames, the shotgun knees. But before we get to level 6, it's time to remind everyone, Fnatic, the most, or one of the most, definitely the most historic org here in the LEC, and this is their 500th game, so why not slap a party hat on that logo and have a good time? What a wild game it's going to be. Maybe didn't have perfect information, but weren't going to take any risks. As now Selfmade's making his way to the top lane. Genex caught out. Extra movement speed going to be there. The fear will eventually proc. You have to wait for that to fade away before he can go for the knock-up, but does just flash out to save. Build armor and be fine for a little while, but the later we get, the more likely he is to get shredded. However, in the meantime, Crownshot is dishing out a ton of damage here on the bottom side.
Yeah, Bwipo had that massive wave pushed into him. We are starting to tick over into those important levels. I'll hold it though. Caught.
Caught out, going to try to get his way out of this one. Shifting away, using the ultimate, is going to be invisible for now, but goes right back in. Selfmade. Step forward. Bwipo going to get in to get the flip there. Trick's now going to be in trouble. He needs to make his way out of that one. That's going to be first blood for Bwipo. They're going to keep the fight going. Crownshot now caught out as well, and this is disaster. Gold card prepped. It's going to hit onto the Ziggs. Definitely not what you want to see.
Shield right there, or hit a pivotal ability, but we'll get a closer look at that one. Obviously, winning the team fight, Fnatic now get access to this Infernal. Means so much more as...
Oh, no. Waiting and baiting around the corner. That's a clean vision game, and Bwipo's just walking forward. Bwipo's just going to try to kill every single member of the team. Genex already going down. Bwipo, though, caught in no man's land. Going to try to flash out to safety, but goes right into the walking corpse Genex, and will get taken down by Ziggs in the end.
The extended 5v5.
And potentially a preview of team fights to come as Rekkles and Hylissang are setting up here in the mid lane. Are going to see Hylissang now go forward. Nocturnal coming out as well. That's just too much CC. There's nothing he can do. He throws down the ultimate, but Hylissang will not get traded back here. He engages. We'll see if he can do it this time, as Genex is now going to be the one in trouble. Heal coming out. Bwipo walking forward. That's going to be all. That's going to be a knockback, but Genex out of mana, so he has no chance to respond here. Pulled back by Bwipo, but that means Sion's going to be in melee range. Setting up in the mid lane, maybe looking to fish here for a bit of a play. Obviously have actual flash available on Trick, not even the Hex Flash, but they're not really going for anything here, and it's given Fnatic ample time to set up. Now that they get this fight kicked off, all right, they're going to buy a bit more time, but it's actually Ezreal on the bottom side who has been caught out, but Bwipo misses. Bwipo misses the CC target still, though. Crownshot will find the kill, and Fnatic
to make those picks, maybe forcing their hand a bit much on this Ocean, because now Sion does have that ultimate available.
And also they've burned most of their major cooldowns. Bwipo has no ultimate. Rekkles on the backside does have his. Flashes for Hylissang as well, but now the TP coming in for Crownshot. It will be a full 5v5. Rekkles is the one isolated off to the side, though. Trick trying to get things kicked off. He's going to dunk back down as Bwipo caught in the middle of the team. Maybe not the target that they wanted. Bwipo locked up. The chain CC to follow. Bwipo now cleanses out, and he's not going to be able to walk out of that one, as it looks like it will be second Drake for SK. Good confidence play from SK Gaming.
Kill Bwipo, get the little cherry on top of the kill gold, and then grab their second Drake.
Because of the Ziggs and the potential for a Satchel to essentially take something from 30 to nothing. Hold that thought. There's a Nocturne now moving in, and Ziggs going to have to run for his life, but that's flash gone. Bwipo, I like what they're doing here. They've got TF pushing in on the bottom. They know they can use that semi-global to get into the area. Rekkles fishing for a bit more damage, just a bit more poke, and Selfmade forced to ult here. An aggressive play comes in for Crownshot, and they're going to deny that ultimate completely on the side of SK. That's a big way to start the fight, but now they're stepping forward. Bwipo going to be right in the middle of the team. Hylissang, though, getting cut down before the fight even starts in theory, but no, just barely managing to make it out. That's a big ult coming in for Trick, combined with the Ziggs. Now Nemesis is going to be in trouble, wants to finish this one off desperately, and meanwhile on the backside, Nocturne has gone down as well. SK playing that fight beautifully. Fnatic far too overconfident in the 5v5, and Rekkles might be able to walk this one off. They can respond if they see that Nocturne ult. They can start running as soon as there's any sign of danger, but meanwhile, the mid lane, Crownshot, that's definitely not what you needed. Now Limit's going to try to body block. That's a golden Crownshot, but now it might just be a dead Crownshot. Selfmade's going to go in for that one. Disastrous play from Crownshot. Unfortunately bad, as now the rest of the team fight should be a pretty easy clear for Fnatic, because once they get the momentum in their favor there, it's really nothing to stop them here. They're going to start to wipe SK off the face of the rift. Trick going to try to use Bwipo as a highway to make it out to safety, and he will be free to do so, but now Fnatic
Fnatic's comp also devastating with Baron, because they can push all three lanes.
But we wanted the final fight. Mid lane certainly wasn't it, but this just might be. Are the extra stats from Baron enough to find Fnatic a win here? Rekkles does still have ultimate. Bwipo as well. There's nothing for Selfmade, though. SK, they need to clean up their execution. That's going to be Unbreakable, already used by Limit, and now that's Mountain Soul. That's going to be massive. They're pushing forward, but SK still retreating, still pulling back at Fnatic.
Nocturne, because again, that's, for me, going to be the big difference, although maybe SK just get caught out again, out of position, as you can see Helio's actually setting up wards for that.
Now going forward, uses the Hex Flash. Genex also used ult, but
And there was a conversation at the top of the day that G2 and Fnatic are not at peak form right now. We have seen these teams be better with these rosters as they were at the end of spring. that doesn't discount teams like SK and Vitality also stepping up. I think that's why the LEC feels so competitive right now. It's two things that are happening, as Bwipo might be in trouble.
Is in trouble, and he's been shut down. And of course, while we're talking about the greater importance of this match, Fnatic almost lose Nemesis. Doesn't add up, Frosker, and that's all I'll say. But the team fight might not happen in favor of SK if they cannot walk their way out of this one. But Trick has now been locked down and will get taken out before he gets a chance to use any of his cooldowns. The Scion knockup is there. They want to turn this one around. Crownshot and Zazi remained untouched. Crownshot leaping forward again, though, but it's Bwipo on the backside. He's going to get the reset. He's going to get the fear. That's going to move on to Gen X. They have to respect Gen X's passive, though. Fnatic will start to back away here. Crownshot very low. Zazi low as well, but Fnatic, if they just keep bullying forward into the base, they should be able to grab all three inhibitors.
And this twist in the story was the fact that Fnatic no longer needed to dive the backline to kill someone. They could actually just kill the front line this time around. The gold lead is speaking for itself. They are slapping SK with their wallets. They are overwhelming the base. It does not need to go to Elder. I think Fnatic got this one.
They absolutely do. We'll see what Gen X can do. Of course, the damage dealers are still alive, so Fnatic are still giving that respect to the side of SK this time around.
He's going for the base.
Now moving in, though, on the backside. Trick has to run for his life against Selfmade. The Nocturne too strong in the 1v1. The Gargoyle Stone Plate. Not enough to stop him from flashing to safety, but with the ulti gone, Crownshot now feels incredibly confident to take this 1v1.
Nemesis is in the base.
Oh, no. Okay, eyes on SK. What are they going to do here? What's their play? They have to play this one incredibly calmly, but now it looks like they are just going to get picked off by Fnatic. They step too far forward. Bwipo's just going to eat Limit for breakfast. And that's going to be it. One misstep. Fnatic should be able to walk in. Ziggs Blade clears big. Ezreal can do a lot of damage, but sadly for SK, it's pretty easy for Fnatic to just move off and take both the major objectives. Although, as I say that, here comes the Scion, drifting his way around the corner. Nemesis trying to make his way up to safety, and will get cut down here. Shut down for Gen X.
So they finally do catch Nemesis, but he is going to trade his life for the Baron as Fnatic are on it and have it down to half health. Now Trick is sprinting towards his Elder, so SK are still trying to trade, while on top of all of that, Hilly's in the base actually trying to threaten the Nexus Tower. This is Fnatic to a T. They are just constantly decision checking you. They're on the Baron, they're looking at the Elder Drake, they're in your Nexus.
Oh no.
What is this?
And for SK, they're desperate to get something done here, but it's just not going to work out for them. Trick's going to be in trouble. Selfmade leaves forward, he gets pulled back, knocked away, but still, Bwipo going to cut that one down. They're going to grab an Elder Dragon for themselves. And that hurts. SK desperate to get that one. Felt like they had the win in their hands if they could just secure that objective. But Fnatic just using those TPs to good effect. And in the meantime, Hilla saying, we asked for the Trundle performance. And we're getting the Trundle performance. This man is determined to just end the game no matter who is nearby. Does eliminate some of the value of Bwipo's ultimate, but should not be a problem as Nemesis pushes in on the top side. They're trying to crash all three waves at once, but that's the flash forward coming in from Gen X now. The knockup, but only onto Hylissang. The pullback from Set. Everything being burned onto Hylissang. Potentially a bit questionable here because now it's free access for Nocturne to the backside. Nemesis walking forward. He's just going to hit the tower. Rekkles throwing down so much damage, and while Trick is still alive, is still fighting, is simply not enough. Nemesis going forward, but find the gold card. Trying to finish off this kill as well. Bwipo going forward. That's going to be it. And woo! You love to see it. A clean finish.